Good morning, guys, gals. Ted from QV Farms here. It is Sunday morning, November 24th. I believe that's what it is. We're here in the barn, early morning chores. Just getting ready for the day's festivities. Got a lot of little projects planned. Not really so much around here, around the barn. There's other stuff that took precedent, but I just figured everyone's out and about, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys, give you guys an update of what's going on here. Our two calves here, if you guys remember, Big D and Nitro, the twin red and white Holstein bull calves, steers now, I should say. They are in the sick ward right now. They've been staying in the barn to begin with because we grain certain animals all the time. Anything that is going to be butchered and put into a freezer gets grained every day. So it's a lot easier for us to manipulate the situation by just having them here in the barn instead of trying to get them in every night. So they're here in the barn. But as I was saying, they're in the sick ward. Both of these guys have a pretty severe case of pink eye. Yeah, I say pink eye. It's not the eye that he's showing us, but D. Huh, D. Anyways. And Nitro. Both of their, it would be their right eyes are just bad, bad, bad. So they are being treated with a vaccine, antibiotic, and we are putting this spray every 2 times a day, morning feeding and night feeding. It's not too bad. I kind of hold their eyes open, kind of hold them, and somebody sprays a couple sprays in their eyes. We've been treating this now for the last 3 days, and I hope. They're definitely not feeling the greatest. They're pretty quiet, not as jumpy. I don't know if you could see that. See, he just kind of turned. Nitro. Nitro. Hi, Bubbies. Oh, I feel bad. You know, these guys are kind of in quarantine right now. They like to be out and about. Usually I give them the run of this whole extra stall right here. But just for sakes of spreading the disease, we're just trying to keep them right in here. And there's an excess of gloves around here for everybody, so we don't get pass it along to anything else or ourselves. Morning feeding. Yeah, I'm still feeding out of the bale feeder. I don't do it as frequent because this works out pretty good. What I've been doing is I've been taking a round bale out into the pasture, and I'll show you guys. There's Snowball. That's our butcher steer that's going for butcher here end of December. I believe December 27th is his final due date. But up here, when I feed the bales down below, these calves kind of get free run of the feeder, and it makes it a lot easier on them. So they kind of hang out up here. They're not getting pushed around, and the rest of the big girls and cows and the horse, because the horse does get let out just about every day. Plus, not to mention, we are in a super saturated wet season right now. Nothing really freezes, and as you guys can see, this has been cleaned once here just 3 days ago, and it's a freaking mess. We got manure piling up again this year. Knew that was going to happen. Just can't get out onto the fields. Everything is so wet. So all the calves are kind of just chilling out at their own feeder, and works out pretty good. I like it like this. Plus, there's not a bunch of big brutes pushing on these feed gates. You get 6 big 1,200, 1,400 pound animals pushing on these feed gates, and things starts to loosen up and break. As you can see, that center pole has seen better days, and you know, eventually they end up busting off these eye hooks and stuff like that. So it's a good system. I like it, but it's not foolproof. I ain't not gonna lie, but it's a lot easier to feed like this. I don't believe there is as much waste. You can see The girls down there with the horse, they are eating off a fresh round bale that I just put out here 15 or so minutes ago. But here's the majority of the calves. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That all the calves from 2019 are hanging out up here at the feeder. So that's pretty cool. Been contemplating trying to make our move for when we decide to get rid of these guys. I'm still seriously pondering right around the first of the year. All 9 of these, and maybe with the exception of one, is going to sale. Not really sure. Probably this bull right here. He's still a bull. We never got him banded, but once we get everything in the barn and figure out what's going to sale and stuff like that, we may keep him for our next beef for our freezer. And the rest of these guys are going to go. Monetary determination, the cows are still doing pretty lively around here. They're producing calves, and I really don't need any replacements. And to build the herd up anymore is kind of foolish. I'm happy with the number that we're at. The 10 to 11 cows, I believe it's 11 cows now, maybe possibly 12, is right about where I want to be. I don't want to be anymore. For the amount of hay we can put up, for the amount of pasture that we have, it's a feasible amount right now. Plus, this replenishes the farm account. So, 98% of these guys are going to go. Or I should say 90%. And then we got the steer leaving in the end of the year. So that'll down us 9 cows. And Red, who is mixed into the bunch right there, you can kind of see her white top, white face buried in the feed there. She's going. She's a call cow for sure. She's never produced a calf in the last 3 years. She's going. And Big Bull. By the first of the year, Big Bull will have come back through and helped finish rebreeding all of our stock. And we do have the replacement Little Bull, and hopefully he got a taste of what's to come for him for the next couple years on the farm this year. We'll see. I hope he did, but if not, I would imagine everything would be bred back. So Big Bull will be going. And that'll knock our herd down quite a bit. And then we just got to decide what we're going to do. We're seriously thinking about Nitro and DE heading out. We were going to raise them up to butcher weight. And that was a fun project for the boys. And the boys would really like to do it again. They really enjoyed the time with the calves. These guys are kind of getting to the point where that calf stage is gone totally, and they'll seat fit better elsewhere. So seriously contemplating on sending Big D and Nitro to, or trying to find a good home for them where, you know, we know that they're going to make somebody's freezer a happy freezer. So we'll see on that. But basically that's about what's going on here. Eggs, eggs, eggs up the wazoo every day out of these chickens. They just produce. It's amazing. But as you guys can see, we are just wet. And I got some gorgeous, beautiful gravel. But we all know you can't place gravel in this kind of weather. I mean, if I can get a hole, you know, buried out, get the water out of it and get it placed and get it to where it's, you know, get some compaction on it with a tamper or something, it'll work. This is very good gravel, packing gravel, but it's not, right now, I can't put it in the barnyard. So it's going to be for the lean-tos, I think, once we get the lean-tos started enclosed and refinished, which is going to be going on here in the next couple weeks. Just trying to finish up some other odds and ends projects. So, but no, I just wanted to give you guys a big happy Sunday morning. Hope you guys are all enjoying. I'm going to pop in 2 little photos in here. I broke my streak in hunting this year. It's been 3 years since I've harvested a whitetail, either with my bow or my gun. God, for the last 16 years, it's been, you know, a constant thing where I've always harvested at least one or two. And for the last 3 years, I have not harvested anything. And this year, I did get a doe here 2 nights ago, and was pretty excited about that. And I was just coming back with a bale up the road, and my neighbor, who is a taxidermist, was out with a bunch of his buddies hunting yesterday, and he ended up getting a big black bear sow, 250 plus pounds, and he was super ecstatic. So I had to get a couple pictures of that. So I'll throw these pictures in there of our New York regular season firearm. Some people call it rifle season because rifles are allowed in our area now, but I just call it the regular season. That's what I've always known it as. And kind of excited to break that streak. We got some good venison for the freezer this year, so super excited. Pig, beef, and venison. What more can you ask for? So one more time, the calves of 2019. Alright guys, well, that being said, my hands are freezing. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. And I look forward to talking to y'all real soon.